How y'all doing, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Misunderstood. I'm Za-Quan. Let's get it started, y'all. We got some NBA to talk about a little bit later. But first we're gonna go ahead and talk about the NFL. Talk about the changes and the possible changes that can occur for 2023. I forgot what number episode it was, but one episode I had a little segment of like where would they go next? Talking about the quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Derek Carr. Where would they go next? We're gonna revisit that a little bit. We're gonna revisit that. Maybe not for everybody. We have an idea of like where Derek Carr might go or whatever the case is, but now we have more of an idea where Aaron Rodgers might go. It looks more apparent and more in your face that Aaron Rodgers is going to be a New York Jet. It seems more and more and more Aaron Rodgers is going to be a New York Jet for so many different reasons. It feels like Aaron Rodgers is done with the Packers, but most of all, it also feels like the Packers is done with Aaron Rodgers. And I mean, I can't blame them. I can't blame them at all. I mean, of all the stuff that Aaron Rodgers put them through emotionally, it's like Aaron Rodgers knows that he got the Packers by the balls, basically. Man, actually, I take that back. I shouldn't say that. There are also females that works in that establishment. So I take that back. But you know the phrase, you know the saying. Basically, like I got you. Like there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're nothing without me. If without me, you won't be anything. And for the longest, he played that role against the Packers, throughout his career. And for the most part, it was true, which is why the Packers like bend over backwards for Aaron Rodgers because they know they can't do much without him. You know, especially that you got Jordan Love as your backup quarterback ready to take his spot. Like that really is like do what I say or be irrelevant for like half a decade. Like that's really like clear. I want Randall Cobb. I want these people here. I want Mike McCarthy going. I want all these things. And if you don't do what I say, you're gonna have Jordan Love as your quarterback. It seems like the Packers is ready to do that now. I think it's interesting timing. Interesting timing that they basically waited until Rodgers had like a really bad season and didn't make the playoffs. Kind of hard to get rid of him when he won the MVP. But I still think it's a little bit too early. Rodgers did not have a bad year because he slowed down, because he didn't work as hard, because he was like slowly digressing. No, the team wasn't good enough. The team wasn't good. The receiving core wasn't good. You know what I mean? You got rid of Devontae Adams for basically nothing, and you didn't have nobody to replace him with. You had wide receivers on the market, Tyreek Hill on the market, a bunch of other receivers on the market, and you didn't make no moves to get somebody. And you was only one game away from missing the playoffs still. You're gonna trade a whole bunch of draft picks for Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets most likely and get nothing out of him. Like nothing at all. That's basically what we're looking at right now. That's what I see. So he's gonna be on the go. And Tom Brady look like he's gonna be on the go too. And I'm really, really hoping it's to the 49ers. The more I think about this 49er team with Tom Brady, the more excited I get to watch this 49er team. To have Brock Purdy learn under Tom Brady, especially now, and I will get to why I said that. To to have him work under Tom Brady, have him learn. Same with Trey Lance, have him learn under Tom Brady. To have Debo Samuel and McCaffrey, and their tight end core, their defense, everything that the Buccaneers did not have for Tom. The 49ers could easily win the Super Bowl next year with Tom Brady. Easily. They have they had everything that the Bucks had when they won the Super Bowl, but better. They have everything now that the Bucks did not have last year, which is why they made the playoffs based off of their division sucks. Like, it's basically a better version of the 49ers. Like, yes, they're gonna be away from their family, which is why the Dolphins was a really good a really good choice for them. But the Dolphins don't want them. The Dolphins publicly say we're not pursuing Tom Brady. They're gonna stick with Tua, and hopefully Tua is still able to play. I don't know. I don't know how well Tua is able to play with three concussions in the same season. I don't know what happens if he get hits again. But they rolling the dice on Tua. Um, the Jets looking like they looking at Aaron Rodgers. There's nobody else there. There's no other team that's close to home. That's well, at least not close to where your wife and kids is at. You can go home for where your mom and dad is at. A team that you rooted for since you was a little kid. Got the picture of the Joe Montana jersey, crying because I think it was a Super Bowl they lost and that Tom Brady was attended to when he was a little boy. Whatever the case is, he grew up a Niners fan. Now you have a chance to play 1 year with the Niners, 1 or 2 years with the Niners, but particularly 1 year. Try to get them a ring, and then go off in the sunset after that. After helping your childhood team win, and it's like if you can give 17 games to the Buccaneers, the way this season was, for the Bucks, the injuries and the defense not being as good as the championship Bucks, the receiver core not being as good as the championship Bucks. You can get 17 games to them, despite how your wife and kids felt. Man, you can get 17 games to the Niners, most def, because you could actually win. The Niners get Tom Brady. I'm going for them to win the Super Bowl 58. If the Niners get Tom Brady, ooh, give a whole season for Brock Purdy and Trey Lance to learn under the greatest quarterback of all time. You can't write that. You can't write that. So I'm hoping Tom Brady go to the 49ers. I just think it'd be interesting for that to happen. Um, Speaking of the Bucks, keep talking about the Bucks this whole time. They fired their Byron Leftwich. Another reason for Tom Brady to leave the Bucks. He's going. By the way, he has an interview with the Baltimore Ravens, so that'd be pretty cool to see how that goes for him. Hopefully, he gets another job pretty soon. Um, let me see what other changes we have. We have a few changes. We have a few changes actually. Uh, Let me see. The Los Angeles Chargers, they fired their OC, Joe Lombardi. Um, I couldn't understand why. I couldn't understand why. And a lot went down with that AFC game. The AFC wild card game against the Jaguars, when they basically got this big lead but gave up the big lead. But that's not really the OC. That's more like the DC, right? The defensive coordinator. So what possessed them to fire the offensive coordinator? Well, here we go. The biggest coaching change of the week. The Cowboys and Kellen Moore just mutually depart ways, and now Kellen Moore becomes the offensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers. When I heard this news, when I heard about the part ways, I was okay. Something's going on in Dallas. Kellen Moore is trying to get out of there. when I heard that he took another OC job, I mean, usually when this happens, they're taking a head coaching job. I'm thinking Kellen Moore about to take a head coaching job somewhere. When I seen that he did this to take another OC job, that lets me know something's going on in Dallas, and he was trying to get away. He was trying to get away on a big matter, and he's one of 8 coaches that was either fired or just left the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff this season alone. The season just ended for the Cowboys last week? Like it just ended from last week. You know? So that's pretty crazy for Kellen Moore to leave this team to go to another team for the same position. Something's going on in Dallas. I'm not too sure what's going on in Dallas. Maybe Kellen Moore felt like the scapegoat like words or whatever situations was gonna fall on him instead of Mike McCarthy. But now you don't got Kellen Moore to blame anything on. So who else is there? It's going to come to Mike McCarthy before Dak, but it really needs to come to Dak. And Dak deserved blame for years. I knew he wasn't going to get it yet. I knew it was going to go to the coaching staff, first before it goes to him, especially after he signed that big contract all those years ago. But it's time to look at Dak the way you will look at Mike McCarthy. And if you're looking to get rid of Mike McCarthy, it might be time to see who's out there, what teams out there to want to trade for Dak. Because Dak ain't cutting it for the Dallas Cowboys. Kellen Moore's going to do a great job with Justin Herbert. I believe he is. I believe a couple of seasons with Justin Herbert, he will get a head coaching job. I'm reading that Mike McCarthy is gonna call the plays for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if I like that or not. I would like that if he had a better quarterback. If you had a Joe Burrow, a Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, a Tom Brady, a Patrick Mahomes, then I'd be like, all right, cool. No, you could show the world that you could call plays. A Dak Prescott, nah, man, nah. Nope, not gonna look good for Mike McCarthy. I'm Dallas gonna have another slightly above average season this year. They'll make the playoffs probably because of the NFC East, but at the same time, can you really say that? Can you really say that? Jalen Hurts is coming out with his coming out party. We'll see what happens with the Giants. The only thing the Giants need is an alpha male wide receiver. You got an alpha male running back. You got some great defensive pieces. All you need is an alpha male wide receiver, and they should be available next season. I think they are available next season. If not, then we'll see what's in the draft. But they probably are available next season for the Giants to continue to be good. It could be another situation that it's not a given that in the NFC East you go into the playoffs. It could be another situation just like that. So we'll definitely see, man. We'll definitely see with that. But Kellen Moore is out. He's out of Dallas. He's in LA. I'm sure. Like, good move. Good move, man. It's an upgrade for him. But upgrade in the franchise, and upgrade in the quarterback. I know what you're thinking when I said that. Upgrading the franchise. How's it upgrade the franchise, the Chargers and the Cowboys? Because the Cowboys is more named than anything else. At least with the Chargers, I could see, whatever moves they make is to try to become a better team to win a Super Bowl. Where it's too much ego going on in Dallas. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Like, we're gonna do it my way. You know what I mean? It's just too much ego, and with that much ego on that team, they're more named than anything else. It's like if they were a human being, you would say that they're more bite than bark. I'm sorry, more bark than bite. They're more bark than bite. If they was a human being that do a bunch of trash talk but don't fight or don't win their fights, you would say that